Back on trail this morning, got dropped off at the Glen Cliff parking area, and this morning the goal is to be positioned to go over Mount Washington tomorrow. Not going to do it today, but I'd like to knock out 6-7 miles today. It'll be probably some of the steepest climbs, but then that'll give me fresh legs in the morning to get up and over Washington. I wanted to do it yesterday, but the weather was not favorable, and actually picked up a couple hikers while I was taking my 0 day, and they agreed that the weather factor made it extremely difficult. So that's the task today, is to do Webster. Going to do, I think, Pierce, several of the other presidentials, starting into the presidentials today, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. I'm headed up what's called the Webster Cliffs Trail, where there'll be some nice views. One thing that has not ceased to amaze me on this hike is the size of the boulders that are laying out in the woods. I'm guessing at some point these fell off the mountain. This boulder in particular, at least the part you can see out of the ground, is almost 20 feet tall on the backside. I've been climbing non-stop since I got off the parking area, and while you may not appreciate it, but I'm going to hold the camera straight and you can understand by the angle of the ground how steep this is, and by the looks of it, there's a way to go. Something that you may not know about me is that when I was a child, one of my most embarrassing moments was that my mom would dress me in corduroy pants. I had large legs, so when I walked down the road, you could hear me coming. Whiff, 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 whiff. Thank you, Mom. Also, I'm thankful that I never caught on fire. I don't know how many times I'll say this today, but the views are just outstanding. Okay, made it to the top of Mount Jackson, and that is only because of some help from Footloose. But I said this earlier, what an incredible day today. The weather's just gorgeous. The clouds are kind of playing in and out with the peaks, but getting there all the time. There she is, first view of Mount Washington today. Made it to the bog. There are no moose, there are a few hikers, and a lot of mud. Made it to Mizpah Hut. Okay, made it to the top of Mount Pierce and didn't die. So that's always good. Being alive is good, because if I died up here, there's really no way I could be buried. I'd have to do a sky burial, which is when you cut somebody into little pieces and the birds basically take care of stuff. So the next is a little loop around Eisenhower. We'll touch in there. That is Mount Eisenhower right there. This is a little view of Mount Washington, and you can see on the corner the Lake of the Clouds, and the hut's right next to it, but pretty soon the top of Washington is going to get clouded in. Lake of the Clouds hut. Well, I'm going to close out the video. I made it to Lake of the Clouds hut and just checked in with the caretaker. He said that he has one bunk left and that he would give it to me. And he said in the morning, if I help clean up, that he would also serve me breakfast for free. So I'm so excited about that. I have a bunk down in what they call the dungeon, and that's a big answer to prayer. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following along. Thank you for subscribing, those of you who have subscribed. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow morning, I will summit Mount Washington.